Hello my dear students, this is your biology teacher Shivani Dikshit, and today I am going to discuss the topic related to the plant physiology. Dear student, first of all I would like to explain you what is plant physiology. Plant physiology, actually it is a branch of science, or we can say it is a branch of biology which deals with the study of function of the plants, right? How plants work, how plants do photosynthesis, how plant do respiration, how plant do transpiration, means all the activities done by plants we will study in the part of the plant physiology. Let's define first what is plant physiology. Plant physiology is the branch of biology that deals with the study of plants, function of the plants, right? Second thing arises in the mind that the first thing which is more and more important for the plant is what? Guess. Exactly, you are right. That is water. Without the water, the plant will not even survive a moment, right? So what is the need of the water in the plant's life? We will understand. The requirement of water is very much essential for the formation of protoplasm. You have studied that protoplasm in the cell. The content, the living matter present inside the cell is called protoplasm, and that protoplasm is 90% made up of water. So these protoplasmic cells forms the cells, and cells forms the tissue forms the organ. From the organ system will be made up of, and then organ system, the organism will be made up of. The organism will be in the form of plants or in the form of animals. Here we are going to study the plants, right? So what is the need of water? First need, without the water, plant will not do the process photosynthesis. You know that photosynthesis process is very much essential for the plants. The photosynthesis is the process by which plant prepare their food by themselves, and that food is utilized by the human, animals and other type of organisms surrounding the planet, right? The second thing is that water is important for the process of transpiration. What is transpiration? Let's define it. Transpiration is the process by which water in the form of vapor is released by the aerial parts of the plant. Meaning of the aerial part of the plant: the leaves, the flowers, small branches and fruits all, right? So next thing is that why water is essential for the plant. The third thing, for the transportation from the soil, that water carries all the minerals and nutrients upside to the plants, and that nutrients will do help in the various life activities of the plants like photosynthesis, respiration and transpiration at all, right? So this transportation is actually the upward movement of the water and minerals towards the leaf from the root. The next thing is that the plants require water for the movement of stomatal activities. Stomatal movement. What is the stomatal activities or stomatal movement? First of all, understand the stomata. Stomata is a small, very small microscopic opening that is present in the epidermis of the leaves, and the main function of this stomata is the gaseous exchange, like carbon dioxide and oxygen. Carbon dioxide enter during photosynthesis and oxygen releases during photosynthesis from the plants. So the stomata will be open, then the gaseous exchange will take place. But for the opening and closing of that stomata, what is required? Yes, that is water. The next thing is that water is essential for the maintenance of the plant body and the temperature of the body. of the plant, as we require water to maintain the body temperature, so that plant also require water for the maintenance of the body temperature, right? Next thing arises in our mind, that what is the need of minerals? As we know that in human body, minerals also required for the various activities like the bone formation, muscle formation, protein synthesis, for growth, for energy. We require various type of minerals. Same thing, same minerals are required for the plants for the various activities like leaf formation, fruit ripening, flower opening, seed formation, and the maintenance of their body strength and mechanical strength. Rigidity also maintained by the minerals. And then till here we have learned that minerals and water are very much essential for the plants. Next thing we will study in the topic, that will be the structure of root. First of all, we will understand the definition of root and the structure of root we will discuss in our next video. Root is defined as a part of the plant which is the primary part, that is starting from the very small radicle, and that radicle in technical term radicle, and the verbal term is root. Radicle in future changes into the root system, and the next secondary part of the plant, that is the shoot, and the technical term is shoot. Normal term we can say it is stem, and the stem, or we can say shoot, in future converted into the future shoot system. So that we can say that the function of the roots are fixation or gripping of the plant body into the soil. Clear? The second function is that roots also help in the absorption of water and minerals to the plants. If roots will be not there, then the water is not absorbed by the stem directly. Clear? The next function of the root is that roots also help in the vegetative propagation, means some type of the propagation by which the seeds will not be required. The propagation or the reproduction just only done by the vegetative parts of the plants. So we can say that roots also help in the maintenance of the various activities in the plants. Let's understand the structure of root in our next video. Thank you and have a nice day.